I just wanted to see, just correct you on one thing, ADOS, right? I was watching that video that you made with, you remember that girl? She's another fellow British Nigerian.
Yeah, her name is Aba or Ada or something like that.
Right. Yeah, you said something about how Nigerians have been in the UK for like the last 10, 20 years. I just wanted to correct you that that's incorrect. That most of us, well, really, it's been since the mid 50s. At least that's when my family has been in the UK. So it's really what, like the last 70 years that the Black British community has been there. But
Yeah, okay. I
yeah,
don't remember. I don't remember saying that because that was just
that's all
so
right. Don't
yeah,
worry about that.
yeah.
But
If I said that, then I was wrong. So I don't remember that part. I don't even remember that talk that much because she just contacted me and said, "Hey, let's do a live stream right now." Because she said I have the right to speak about Black Americans. I'm like, no, you don't. You should speak about British, I mean Nigerian Brits in England and Nigeria, but you don't have a
yeah.
right to speak about Nigerians. So she was like, let's do a live stream right now. So it was no
You,
preparation. It was just like,
oh,
okay, let's do it.
I believe that
Which is
anybody
cool.
can speak about anybody, to be honest.
Now, this is why I disagree with you because you don't have lineage in Black American history.
And so,
Like that's totally different. It's like me saying, "Hey, you know what? I have the right to speak for the Jews who went to the Holocaust." Any Jew would tell me, "No, you don't. You can't speak for us. You're not Jewish. Your
wait.
family didn't go. No, hang on. Your family didn't go through the Holocaust. So you don't see blacks doing that to Jews, right? But yet Nigerians regardless think they can do it to Black Americans. It's the exact same thing. You do it to the Jews and they would say get the hell out of here, right? But you guys think you can do it to us. Just like I can't sit here and tell you about the Nigerian experience over the last 3 or 4 centuries. I can't. I would have to defer to you guys. I would have to say, okay, Vincent, Charles, Commander, whatever you guys say, fine. I can offer some opinions, but you guys are going to overrule that conversation because like I don't have lineage, so I would say, okay, I mean, even if I don't
well,
agree, I would still say I would have to say, well, you guys, your opinion would matter much more. Your thoughts would matter much more because you live it. That's all. Go ahead.
okay. So my take on that is a bit different. I think if you educate yourself and you know about the issue, I believe you can speak up on it now. But in terms of now, I'm not saying that the lady can speak for Americans or for Black Americans, but she has a right to speak about whatever issue she wants. So if she wants to talk about America, she can. Sweden, Philippines, whatever she wants to talk about, she can. That's her right. It's just YouTube, it's free speech. Or at least it's supposed to be.
mm,
Well, that's my opinion on it, anyways.
So my comments first of all on what the conversation that has transpired so far. You all have points, I would say valid points. I can't really speak. I wouldn't say those of us in Nigeria can speak for, but we can speak about because we can educate ourselves about what's happening in the US, what's happening with the African American community, so we can speak about it because it's a free world, free speech. People can say anything they want to say about anything. But saying they are speaking for, that is, it is more to the people who are living the experiences to actually tell what their experiences are. For example, I know you have made videos about Nigeria, good and fine. You're speaking about Nigeria, so
I
you
agree.
can't
I
really
agree.
speak for us. And that's this conversation. We're supposed to have this conversation last week, but because the African Americans we were expecting to turn up did not turn up, so we decided to talk about other things because in the spirit of fairness, like you said, we can't speak for you. So we wanted
mm,
those who have the lived experience to come and tell us about
all right, right.
what's actually happening there. So
Yeah, Charles, everything you just said, I agree with. Yeah, I can speak about it, right? Like I speak about Nigeria, but I can't speak for Nigerians, right? So I agree with you. You
See,
can speak about ADOS, but not for ADOS. And it seems like a lot of Nigerians in America are speaking for ADOS instead of saying I'm speaking about ADOS. So I agree
Wait,
with you,
hold
Charles. If everyone from both sides. If ADOS and Nigerians were saying, "Hey, I'm speaking about you, but I'm not speaking for you," then that I would accept 100%,
Okay.
whether the
Wait.
opinion
Well,
was right or
well,
wrong.
well, the issue is this then. Um, I notice a lot of people in ADOS who call themselves ADOS or whatnot. They tend to just say, "Oh, XYZ African or XYZ Caribbean is speaking for us." But how do you differentiate speaking about ADOS versus speaking for ADOS? Because it's a very thin line. Because people just say whatever on YouTube and social media.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
like
fair
if you give me an
question.
example, I don't understand. Give me an example. Like ADOS are
Well, okay,
speaking.
so if a Nigerian says something about Americans, like, "Oh, I think Americans need to do more of this," or "I think Americans need to do less of this," how do you say that? Like, how would you define them speaking for ADOS versus speaking about ADOS, in your opinion?
Well, I would simply say, from that point of view, I would say that the only thing you Nigerians are doing is just giving your opinions, right? Um, but you can't speak for us because you're not of us, right? So what you just said, yeah, you're giving your opinions, what we should do or shouldn't do. That's your opinions, but you don't speak for us. That's what Charles just said. Like, you know what, I'm going to use that for now on. Thank you, Charles. I'm going to say, hey, these Nigerians from Nigeria and Brit Nigerians are speaking about us, but they don't speak for us. So I think I'm going to adopt that. Like, I will say, like, yeah, okay, these Nigerians, they're speaking about us, but they're not speaking for us. If you want to speak for us, then you got to come to ADOS. So yeah, and I agree. And the same thing with
Well,
you
well,
guys.
well,
Go
well,
ahead.
sure, but that doesn't answer my question. I was asking you, how do you differentiate somebody speaking for you versus someone speaking about you?
Easy. If you live the ADOS experience, you know, then you're speaking about us. You've lived it, right? You've actually
Right.
lived it. So if you haven't lived it, then you're speaking about. There you go. If you've lived the ADOS life, then you're speaking about it. I mean, you're speaking for us. You're part of the group of ADOS, so you're speaking for us because you lived it. But if you haven't lived it, you're speaking about us. So that's what it
Well,
is.
well, well. So essentially, then, anybody who criticizes anything that is involved in the ADOS community who isn't ADOS, like, their opinion doesn't matter because they're not born into that lineage. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly, exactly. Just like Jews don't pay attention to black people's opinion when it comes down to the Holocaust. They'll listen and say, "Okay, yeah, that's a great insight," or whatever. But Jews don't pay attention to anybody when it comes to the Holocaust experience and what it's meant to them up to 2021. And they'll tell people, and they even say, "Well, that's anti-Semitic if you're going to tell us that we should get over the Holocaust or it wasn't that bad." Right? In Germany, there's laws saying that you can't even speak about the Holocaust nor the Jews. So the Jews have set it up where that outsiders can't even really say anything about them. And even in America, there's laws about speaking about the Jews when it comes to the Holocaust. Like, you can't say in America, well, certain states, you can't say that the Holocaust is fake or it wasn't 6 million, it was only 1 million. If you say that in certain states in America, you can go to jail. Right. So the Jews have set it up that even outsiders can't say too much about the Jews. Oh, that's only a Jewish conversation. And I respect that. And that's what ADOS should be when it comes to our situation in America. It should just be an ADOS situation. Like in Germany, you can't say anything about the Jews. They will put you in jail. And in America, there's certain laws that they created over the last 4 or 5 years that you can't say anything about the Jews. And I respect that. That's their thing, the Holocaust, right? I respect it. But people need to respect ADOS and our Holocaust in America for 350 years. But people don't. Like, you don't see Nigerians talking about the Jewish Holocaust, right? That you do, but you want to speak about us. You can't. But you have the right to give your opinion, like I give my opinion about Nigerians, right? But you haven't lived it, so you're just speaking as an outsider. There you go. So
So let me try and harmonize this conversation, what I've heard so far. So ADOS, what it means is that whenever a black person who is not ADOS is speaking about this issue, uh, it is it is them speaking about it. So it is not as if they are speaking for you; they are just speaking about it. So maybe the attacks or the criticisms on those people should be toned down with the understanding that yes, these people are just giving their opinions on this, they are not speaking for us. So
Yeah, no,
does
I
that
agree.
make
No, no,
any
no, no,
sense?
no. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Like I said, I never thought about it that way until you said it. Yeah, like for now, and I would say, yeah, they're speaking about us, but they don't speak for us. They, they have a right to speak about us. Anybody has a right to speak about us. I mean, unless you're Jews, then you can't speak about the Jews. That's illegal. But outside of that, you could speak about us, but you're not speaking for us. So I think, Charles, that's an excellent way of saying it. So I would say that more often. Like, hey, they're speaking about us, but not for us. So yeah, I agree. Because
So
I speak, hang on, because I speak about Nigeria, right? As you know, I got videos about Nigeria, so I'm speaking about Nigerians, but I cannot speak for Nigerians. So there you go. Go ahead.